Welcome, 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 one and all. You have found Average Zen Presents. I am Average Zen, and we are Brawlin Friday today, unless you're watching this on another day on YouTube, where we repost our live streams on Twitch, streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 to 1 Central European Time. And of course, you can catch our exclusive content on YouTube on Wednesdays. We usually do a midweek magic and a Wife versus Wednesdays, a series where we are battling. I mean not the royal we, but my wife and I, who are both avid Magic the Gathering fans and arena players. And we usually play Brawl. Sometimes we play standard Brawl. Sometimes we play Brawl. We've been thinking about adding some other formats into the mix. Popper has been tossed out there as an option. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments or in chat if you're joining us. And then, without further ado, let's get to brawling. Today, we are starting out with one of my older Brawl decks since I started playing. This was one of the first ones that I put together. It has since been updated, of course, and it's remained popular, and I love to see that because I didn't have to spend any wild cards on the Prismatic bridge, Asika, God of the Tree. That's right, we're swinging for the fences today. Today we are going top tier, S tier, with our two selections, and that means we're going to be facing some fierce competition. And so we've tried to tune up these decks as best we can with what we have available to us. Of course, these are very popular commanders, and a lot of these cards will look similar to maybe some of the decks that you've seen online. We try to give it our own little flavor, our own little spice, or maybe a little column A, little column B, take some from here. Inspiration is drawn from somewhere. Who knows where thoughts come from? So we have a bunch of really big drops. The full card list will be available on YouTube in the description, linking to our Untapped GG profile, where you can find match information and card lists, as well as follow the development of our decks as we tune them up, if you're interested in that sort of thing. If you just want to see us get beat down horribly and suffer for the miserable ant that we are, then you're more than welcome just to listen along and watch or chat along and comment for that as well. Without further ado, let's look at some of the major players here in my edition of the Prismatic Bridge. Of course, we need plenty of ramp because we got to get all 5 of those colors out there. And we want to do it as fast as possible because we will probably be unless our opponent is on a really bad draw, we're probably going to be facing some stiff competition, as I mentioned, because of the ranking system on Arena, which tip of the hat to Amazonian for doing a video about that. That was very enlightening. So yeah, we're running some cheap removal, a lot of counters, including the classic wash away, Thoughtseize. We're getting eaten by piranhas, Frogify. We got plenty of mana drains, negates. Early, I wouldn't worry about Valky. We're more looking to get them in off the Prismatic Bridge on the flip side, the Tybalt side. So if we won with that up in hand, sometimes it's useful. Most of the time, we don't want that there. We got some protection of note from Innkeeper's talent coming in here because we're running a lot of Planeswalkers, and if we can get that to level 3 somewhere along the way, this or our Vorinclex are capable of making our Planeswalkers have ultimate in most cases upon entering, which is fun. Also, the ward also helps them stick around, especially if our opponent has interaction, so that's also good. A lot of them are creatures, so they can also benefit from that first level there, so I think it's a good addition to this particular setup. We'll see how it goes. And of course, the Fairy's Protection, always a classic in Commander for if you can fit it in. Counter spells again. Our earliest Planeswalker that we might hit, probably the lowest drop, would be Liliana of the Veil. And I just like her -6 here. If we happen to have Innkeeper's Talent leveled up, or if we hit Vorinclex first, then that's a huge setback for our opponent, and allows us to just really pull ahead. Also, the -2 isn't bad, especially if we can do it multiple times due to her coming in as a 6 loyalty instead of 3. Ren and Realm Breaker also falls into the category of just really good utility. If we have it in hand early on, we don't mind. The same here. If we don't have it in hand, then we're gonna have to, maybe be okay with getting it hit by the Prismatic Bridge, and then we have to worry about, do we live another turn? So, that being said, let's look at some of the big hits other than this. Nothing really in the 4 and 5 column of note, other than Binding of the Old Gods and the One Ring. I like Kaya here. Most of the time on a 5-drop, we're trying to get the Prismatic Bridge down. This is just an acceptable hit off of, more than acceptable, because if you get the -7, it makes it really tough for your opponents to deal with getting rid of your stuff. So, other than that, the big column here you're going to see is the 6+ column. We got a who's who of Magic the Gathering, and Shark Typhoon, Eternal Wanderer, Farewell, Vraska, River's Rebuke. I still haven't gotten Cyclonic Rift unlocked. I really need to. Maybe we'll do that later. Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider, Kogla, the Titan Ape, Grenzo, the Crooked Jailer, which I'm still working on my Grenzo deck. Kogla, Inyadaro, Aldrin's Epiphany because I don't have Time Warp, Hullbreaker Horror, Jenga Taxis, Itali Primal Conqueror, Coma, Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh, Troxic Grand Unifier, and Vorinclex Voice of Hunger. I just added a couple of these today, so we haven't really tested this out yet. Our mana base looks horrendous. I'm not gonna say all those words. Again, the full deck list, or if you want to take the screen cap or go through it, slow it down on YouTube and play it back, then you can see all these. Let's jump in and play some games. That's what we're here to do. We need some wins. Maybe some wins against some really challenging opponents. That would be cool. That would be fun. I suspect we're in for a tough time. We may not get what we want. All right, wake up, Arena. We're knocking at the door. We say we're here for the fun. We want some. We're here for some magic action. Our first opponent is That a Spell. He's playing Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. Golos will be trying to cheat out expensive stuff on the cheap. Oh, running Gigantha as a companion as well. So, should make running Golos pretty easy. I've seen a few Golos decks. It's the first time anyone's actually companioned Gigantha up that I've seen. I'm sure it's probably not uncommon. We'll keep this. Just because we have the Chromatic Lantern, we can do some early scrying. That looks good too. We want ramp. We've got the Innkeeper's talent. That's huge. Alright, our opponent getting down some halflings. Alright, let's go Innkeeper's Amulet. Sack it. I think we need a black source here. Next turn we get down the Chromatic Lantern. Oh, our opponent thinking the same. Samesies. Oh no, it's probably too early to give them the hearts. We haven't established that we're friends yet. There's Golos. Alright. Here comes the bridge. We have bridged. Isn't it pretty? I can't... there's a lot going on there. Alright, we have Incubation Druid. And here's Joda. Unifying things. We have a Vorinclex. That's good. Alright, let's go Liliana. This is why she's here. How about an Innkeeper's talent for extra redundancy? Beautiful. Let's give everything with counters permanent or hex, ward 1 hex proof. I wish. All right, how about I'm gonna need separate all permanent target players controls into 2 piles. This is the first time I've ever ultimated her. Oh my goodness, it's our it's our Liliana cherry. Permanents in the pile of their choice. So let's go. You can have the Joda or the Golos. You can have the Halfling or the Druid. No. No, this is silly. You can have that guy, or you can have your lands. All right, I think that's a reasonable choice. They can have the lands or the guys. What will they choose? That is a spell. They choose death. I think they might have recovered there if they just sacrificed their commander and Joda. I mean, we still got our bridge. We are at 8, but we also have an Atraxa in hand. And now we have a Joda? No. We're just gonna Atraxa, right? That's what we do. We're playing flying crazy Phyrexian Angels. Oh, they're gonna Swords to Plowshares it. How dare they? Okay, well, we're gonna get a Jin Gitaxis. We're gonna get an Eaten by Piranhas. Okay, well, is that a spell? Besides, it is no good. That is not a good spell. Golos, goodbye. We have conquered thee. on to the next one. The Prismatic Bridge will be installed in your commander zone soon. We are building that bridge. Alright, if you're just joining us, we are running some Brawl today. Taking up the Prismatic Bridge. Right now we are up against Lighthouse 1 with Light Pause, Emperor's Voice. Whenever an aura you control enters, if you cast it, you may search your library for an aura with the mana value less than or equal to the aura that with a different name than each aura you control. Put that card into the battlefield attached to Light Pause, Emperor's Voice, then shuffle. Okay, so a lot of auras coming down onto Light Pause. Got it. I like our mana base. We have Wash Away, so we can avoid that. I wish we didn't have Kogla in hand, but this is not the worst. Alright, let's go ahead and get our Vantage down. In case we want to swords anything, like maybe Light Pause, Emperor's Voice. And now we set up. I think we need an island here. We will Cold Steel's Heart, and hopefully our opponent cannot ramp hard enough to recast their commander this turn, and we can hold up the Wash Away. Okay, they got a little doggo, the best doggo. A doggo that draws cards, the best thing in Magic. How can it not be the best? And now it's got lifelink, and it's bigger. And it's got a buddy. It's got a warrior buddy and his doggo. It's a touching story. Yeah, I don't want to have to kill the dog, but I think we're going to have to kill the dog. Okay, we do not actually need lands now. We are good on land, Shuffler. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, we have the Charming Prince. Probably wishing they hadn't put the cartouche on the doggo now. Must have just drawn that, or just maybe an error, and I'm sorry. We can't have this. Yeah, I killed the dog. I'm sorry. For those of you, I am a dog owner. I would never hurt dogs. Not in real life. And I didn't want to hurt that one. It was coming right for me. Oh, okay, we really don't want Jin-Gitaxias on top. We are ramping pretty good, but we're not there yet. Alright, here comes Light Pause. Goodbye, Light Pause. See you next time. Lighthouse 1. What say you? What say you? Are you not entertained? Oh, man. I'm surprised we haven't hit another World Tree deck in a matchup yet. Maybe early bird gets the worm. We're getting some good wins in here. This feels different. This feels like a different show. This can't last long. It's like when I've been doing a lot of drafts lately, man. It seems like every time I get like maybe 1 or 2 wins in, and maybe I'm like 2-1 or 3-1. Then like the next 2 matches or 3 matches are just so brutal, and I just get absolutely crushed. It's like they don't want you to win any conspiracy, tinfoil hat time. They don't want you to win any more gems. They're like, no. I could see it if it was like an actual bracket, you know, but I'm not sure how that works. Someone explain that one to me, or I'll go find a video about it later and educate myself. One of the two. Alright, okay, there we go. That looks better. Hello, Martin Starry playing Selvala. Yeah, you get drawn cards, ramping mana. It's a good thing. Okay, I think we go plains for now. Alright, doing some cultivating. Not wise in the heat of battle. Oh, it's a sad Adwara. Oh, Guardian Project. They're going to be doing so much card draw. I'm jelly. Alright, Celestis time. I mean... well, this... The Beast Whisperer. So much card draw. They're going to go through their whole deck. I mean, we'll just let them mill themselves. We don't need to do much. This is fine. Alright. I think we need to just go ahead and kill the Elvish Mystic. I do not mind seeing the River's Rebuke in hand. Alright, we don't have the right colors yet. This is an issue. Alright, I think... we gotta get rid of the Guardian Project. That's too much card draw. We can always kill the Beast Whisperer with one of these Lilianas, maybe? Alright, there's Selvala. She's coming out. And an Elvish War Master. Ooh. Spicy. Giving elves death touch. Alright, so we need like a red. And a green. Alright, Prismatic Vista's a good hit. Let's go ahead and one ring it up. Alright, we'll put a stop on our... wait, no. Yeah, we'll put a stop on our opponent's upkeep. Let's see what they do for a turn. They're gonna ramp some more. I get the feeling we're gonna be Rivers Rebuking next turn. Alright, there's a Nilia Keen-Eyed. Oh man, we picked a good turn to one ring. Oh my goodness. Cool. This is impressive. I would normally be terrified. All right. Martin Starry. You have done elf things. You have achieved elf deck. All right. Yeah. The One Ring. Remember that? Okay. We should get a forest. Maybe they don't scoop. Maybe we keep going. Do you think they scoop? Bravo, opponent. Cajunes. They say I've got all the pieces here. I just got to put it back together. Somebody came in. It's like my cat would come in and just completely destroy a jigsaw puzzle. She's been destroying cardboard lately. My son's been building cardboard box cat mansions, I guess, for her. And I think she just enjoys chewing them up. Alright, we should be able to put a stop to this. I hope. I'm not going to promise anything. I mean, they still have 4 open mana. Look at this after getting Rivers rebuked. Oh, elves doing elf things. But I don't think they're going to be able to replay their whole hand here. I hope. God, please. Because we don't have an answer for that immediately. Alright, there's Nylia. I'm a real god. Twine and Zelite. Making more elves. I mean, I just don't think we live to see another day. Even after all that, even after the Rivers rebuke, 1 turn later, this is the result. No, Tybalt, you're not going to do it. I mean, what? We're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 without even pumping. And yeah, good game. Bravo, Martin Starry. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff we're going to be up against for the next foreseeable future. Because we are slamming the Prismatic Bridge wherever possible today. And our first Brawlin Friday matchups. If you're joining us on Twitch, thank you so much. If you're joining us later on YouTube, I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, follow, name your son or daughter after me. Average Zen. It's it's got a little charm to it. They'll love it. Changing up the music today. Normally I do jazz, but I've been digging this channel a little bit. Variety is the spice of life, and he who controls the spice controls the universe. Alright, we have found another opponent. Slater Moon running the first sliver. A 5-color good stuff deck, sort of like us. So we'll see what happens. Very popular commander according to most websites that I've seen. We got a lot of good ramp here and a little bit of card draw and a good mana base. What could go wrong? Yeah, it's just gonna give stuff cascade. No biggie. Yeah, shapeshifters. Yeah, I expect that we'll see a lot of cascading. I think we can play this tapped pretty safely. Alright, I think we need a black source here once again. Alright, they are actually running slivers. Not, I mean, which is still pretty bad for us. None of these is doing anything in particular that we absolutely cannot handle right now. So I think we're just going to buy ourselves a turn and save a little bit of life. Because I'm sure they'll be dropping more slivers that are going to buff these slivers. I mean, that's what they do. Alright. Not saving us from the loss of life there, One Ring. We found your fatal flaw. Also, we're hitting ourselves pretty hard with these pain land or shock lands. Excuse me. Oh no, we don't have a white source. Oh. So sad. I'm so sad. Well, the ring tempts us. Well, there you go. We got a white source next turn. The problem being, I don't think that we're going to be fast enough. I think if our opponent hits their land drop... Oh. Yeah. Okay, well. I wasn't expecting that one. Maybe we do have time. Our opponent seems... Yeah, they're looking for that 5th land. That is not a colored land, though. They really want to get that commander out. Oh my god. Why did I play that? Oh, Slater Moon. They didn't even have to play their commander. We almost got to play our commander, and then I dropped the wrong land. So concerned about slivers. My wife, I built her a sliver deck back when we first started playing Magic the Gathering on paper together. And I built it way too good. And there's even better slivers now. I wish we still had that deck. But I hated playing against it. Oh my goodness. She usually crushes me. That she just crushed particularly hard with that deck. All right, we're up against Jose Box and Tasha, Unholy Archmage or Archmage. Yeah, she's gonna be putting -1 counter on creatures, and yeah, put stuff from the graveyard onto the battlefield and putting ward on it, making it hard to get rid of. And yeah, just stealing our stuff. We'll see if we can race against it. I don't mind seeing the heroic intervention here. Alright, we get a little scrying action going on. Okay, we can guarantee we're going to hit our next land drop after we run out here. Alright, let's put this on white. The Cold Steel Heart. Alright, Waste Not. Our opponent planning on making us a discard, I see. Alright. Hopefully we can somehow get something down on the board. Alright, we'll discard Eaten by Piranhas and I guess Heroic Intervention. No, Absorb would have been nice. Alright, we got the bridge. They can't take that away, can they? Maybe they can, I don't know. They can probably bounce it back to our hand and then counter us or make us discard it. Oh, such hard dreams. Alright, they have a wizard class, and we have a Kogla that didn't fight anything. That is a sad Kogla. Okay, how about a Broker's Ascendancy? And then will Vorinclex next turn, and then Liliana if they get a creature out ever. Otherwise, we'll start making them discard once we're empty-handed. The Stab Wound. I mean, we just slammed a Vraska. That's got to be good, right? How about a Shark Typhoon? I don't think the Spell Pierce is going to cut it at this point. Let's get rid of the Waste Not. That seems too good. I don't mind the Stab Wound for a second. Oh, we got him. We got him. Feels good. Another victory for the bridge. A sad Kogla victory. He got to blow up an enchantment, but he did not get to fight when he came in. He loves to fight. Alright. head back in again with the Prismatic Bridge here on Brawlin Friday. If you're just joining us, I'm your host, Average Zen, on Average Zen Presents. I like these, I guess these are like banners and wind socks and dream catchers. These mouse people. I could live with them. I could be a mouse. I could be a mouse person. I think I'd rather be an otter. I've mentioned before they're like my spirit animal, I think. But, you know, mouse, that's otter-like. Just not aquatic. My wife is definitely a rat and snake person. Alright, we're up against Bernard Straub, playing Pashalik Mons. Yeah, it's a Gobbo deck. Wonderful. Whenever Pashalik Mons or another goblin you control dies, Pashalik Mons deals 1 damage to any target. It feels very scientific to say Pashalik Mons. I feel like I'm an astronomer there. Anyway, yeah, pay 4, sacrifice a goblin, create 2 1/1 red goblins. So we're in for a lot of goblins and getting blown up by goblins. We need, yeah, that's better. This is a recent addition here. I just got this recently in a draft. That was cool. Nicol Bolas, God Pharaoh. Alright, let's do a little scrying. We don't mind that. I think we need a green source off of this Traveler's Amulet. Goro, a goblin giving stuff haste and making 5/5 red dragon spirits. Oh, we're in for a grand time. This is going to be fun for our opponent. Let's just pretend we're a witness to our own demise. Alright, the beatings have begun. I mean, we gotta play this now. What are the chances they can remove it? Alright, we'll see what happens. Spin it to win it. Grenzo. I'll take that. I think we just top decked off our opponent the winning answer. Of course, it will kill our Grenzo. Oh, what have we done? Oh, my goodness. User error. I thought we were advancing into combat. Oh, I see. It skipped over combat because Grenzo had summoning sickness. Oh, we got too excited there off of finding that sorcery. This is what happens. You gotta focus. Alright, let's head it back in and see if we can avoid any user error. Fall on your sword moments. Making mistakes is okay. Not learning from them That's an issue. We'll see if we learn from that. Alright, this looks keepable. Alright, we're hitting some ramp. I like it. We got some counters. We got removal. A good removal at the top end there. Alright, our opponent, yeah, probably gonna try to poison us. Alright, well, maybe we can ramp further than them, or faster. Evolution Sage. No, cancel. Oh, I'm glad they gave me a cancel option there. Let's go ahead and ramp. Get rid of that. No landfall proliferating for you, please. Nice. Nice. And we got, without even playing the bridge, they said, oh my goodness, we're not playing Atroxa. We are facing top level S tier competition today, guys, because we are playing the Prismatic bridge. And so far, I think we're doing okay. We have been beaten down by gobos, and even though we could have wiped the board, but I accidentally just fell over on my mouse, and we'll see that's what happened, and hit the wrong button and just passed without actually doing that. That happened. That, and I think there was another match where we might have gotten overrun, but we're at least 50-50, which is doing good for us. We did get the Innkeeper's talent, however, this is not going to work. Oh man, I'm tempted to mulligan this, but we really don't want Grenzo and Jin Gataxius in the end. But we have the Brotherhood Zen, we have the Celestus. Now we have a negate. Alright, we're getting our lands. This is good. Das ist gut. Our opponent is ramping. Aw. Okay, we don't mind that. We don't mind a memory deluge. How dare they? We were just saying how we don't have a Cyclonic Rift and how nice it would be. And now they come in Cyclonic Rift our Celestus? Savage. Savages. Nefarian 4. Nefarious. We probably should have put... Nah, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, we need a red source here, unless I'm mistaken. Alright, it's bridge time. We're bridging that gap between me and your death, Nefarian. You're messing with my solstice. Look at that thing. That's like a work of art. Don't mess with it. You wouldn't go to the Louvre and go and mess around. We just hit an Atraxa off the top. That's cool. Okay, we want the Itali. We want the One Ring. We want the Buried in the Garden. We want the Liliana. And the Deserted Beach. Can we get another? Yeah, the Absorb too. Yeah, we'll get all that. That seems good. Okay. That is awesome that we hit that on the upkeep, so we had land to actually do stuff with the Atraxa draw. That is awesome. And let's go ahead and One Ring. And we will discard the Forge. And I think Memory Deluge is not exactly a thing right now. And I guess Brotherhood's End. And we can always recast Memory Deluge from the graveyard. Oh, down goes Atraxa. Here comes Coma. All right, what do we need? What do we need? We need a green source. Let's go ahead and get Grinzo out. Seems fair. No, they're going to get a lot of mana next turn. Maybe they find an answer for Coma? Ulamog's pretty good. That won't save it from exile. I guess we should have left the mana up for Teferi's protection. We got greedy. And we got. Alright, so my plan is to counter whatever they play, Teferi's protection. Okay, we're not going to counter that. All right. Oh, we can't Teferi's protection. All of our spells cost so much. I didn't see them put down the God Pharaoh statue. That is a bummer. Okay, let's see if we can find something that gets us back into this. Well, I guess we spin it to win it. That's what we're here for. Are you kidding me? We have to decline? We can't add. Oh, ludicrous. Ludicrous. All this mana, we can't afford the tax off of Godless Shrine on a free cast from Atali. Oh my god. Oh, the bridge taken down by a tireless pilgrim. He was tired of walking over that bridge. Oh man, thank you for sticking around for that. That was horrible. And for me punting a few games, you know, we have fun. It's not all about winning. It's about the lessons we learn along the way. And having fun. Also, you know, winning sometimes. That does feel good. We win a few there. We did win a few. And in our hearts, we know we could have won a couple more if we hadn't been so crazy. And I swear, we fell over on the mouse one time. Go back and look at the replay. You'll see. It was a little of that. Yeah. Thank you again for watching. And I am Average Zen. And this is Average Zen Presents.